Hi everybody, this is Linda Noss and welcome back from vacation. I'm going to start with just a simple program and I'm going to show it to you in BlueJ because I haven't done that before. So here we are in BlueJ. I created a new project and I just called it Swing, and then I created a new class and I just called it Example 1, and I typed this in so far. So basically all we have is a new frame. I'm setting the title to Sample Example, and then closing it is there, packing it, and setting the visibility to true. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little quit button on here. And in order to put a button on here, I have to create what's called an event, because when you click a button, that's an event. So the computer's always waiting for an event to happen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to import the event, and that's an AWT. And that should take care of that. Semicolon. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I have to come down in here and I've got to create a button. So right now I have a J frame and I'm going to create a button, and it's called a J button because again we're doing Java buttons. And I'm just going to call this and when you create a button you can actually tell the computer what to put on the button. It's a little bit of a review because we did this last week a little bit. So this is just a little review. So that in order to have a button though, I also have to have a panel, and we learned about panels last week, so I'm going to put a J panel on here. And I'm just going to call it panel. And then once those are made, I am going to add the button to the panel. So I'm just going to say panel dot add, and the name of the button is quit. So I'm going to put that there. And finally, I'm going to add the panel to the pane, to the frame. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, what's the name of the frame? EX. Oops. Dot. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile this. It's not liking my get content pane. Oh, it's because I didn't do this. So you got to go back and do that. And then we'll be able to compile this and make sure it works. And then we have to go back and do this right here. And you'll see that it creates a little button, and there goes the click of the button. So that gets the button on there real quick. And now what we want to do is we want to actually make that button work. So let's see if we can make that button work. We have to implement an action listener. Now BlueJ doesn't actually add automatically the stuff on there for you, so you actually have to go through and figure out how to add the action listener on there. I do have my Eclipse up, so I'm going to go and look at my Eclipse and see how I did this in some of my other programs. Let's find out what we did it with. Here's a button listener, and that implements an action listener. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that information from an old program, and I'm going to also look at it real close here. We just said first frame there. We didn't say implement action listener up there. So I'm going to go back to my BlueJ. I'm going to add that in here. I'm going to get rid of this. And then I'm going to go back and see how I did my button. So I have a button here. Push. And then I went ahead and just put the push.add action listener. New button listener. So I'm going to grab that piece here. I'm going to put it on here. And the name of the button is quit. And there's my button listener. Let's see if it likes that. Put this in the wrong place apparently, so I'm going to go ahead and Control Z. Grab this, slide it right in there, and try again. Oh, it doesn't like this because the button doesn't really do anything. It doesn't know those things. So, because I copied it from the other program. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the computer what to do when it actually clicks the button. And basically what I want to do is I want to just do system exit. Now, just see if this works here. Yeah, in BlueJ you can do the same thing you do in Eclipse, and one of the things you can do in BlueJ is you hit the dot, and then you hit a control and a space bar, and it gives you all the things you can do with the system, for instance. And my exit is not there, is it? Oh, there it is right there. And the 0 indicates that I'm going to exit out of here. So basically that's the program. So now when I run this program, I'm going to click OK, and when I quit, it's going to close the window. So that's about as exciting as this one gets. Go ahead and make this program yourself and get it running, and then we'll add a little bit more to it next time. Thanks, and we'll see you later.